So I had a party in high school with beer, right? and the very first one I had, my parents were out of town, and I thought, no big deal, nothing's gonna happen, this and this and this, right? So I had friends come over, and this and this happens, and you clean up, super good afterwards. And my parents came home, and on Monday morning when I came home, they told me to sit down on the couch, and they're like, "You had a party, didn't you?" And I'm like, "How did they know?" I mean, everything was spotless, spick and span. Nothing happened at all, right? And my neighbors ratted me out because everybody parked like right out in front. There's like 300,000 cars like right out front that there normally aren't there, right? So I didn't even think about that. My friggin' neighbor ratted me out, right?
Yeah.
So. But that's fine because that taught me, right? So the next time I had them all park around the corner down the street, right? Well, we don't know those neighbors, so they parked over there, right? And that one had a keg at and stuff like that. That one wasn't as bad as the first one, right? So Monday morning, I go to school, right? Monday night when I come home, my parents sit me down on the couch and they say, "You had a party, didn't you?" God dang it, I got caught again, right? And this time I got caught from cigarette butts out back, right? Cigarette butts, right? So third party, right? Third party is like senior year. And the first two parties I didn't get really drunk at. Senior party, I got hammered. I had no idea what was going on. Started drinking like Everclear, like out of the cap,
Ew.
like right away. Yeah, exactly. So third party was on Friday night instead of Saturday night, and when I woke up the next morning and walked around and started to clean up, it was a disaster. There was stuff everywhere. When I went downstairs, somebody had ripped our fake ceiling down.
Fake ceiling?
The drop
ceilings
ceilings with like the lights and the little like panels in it and stuff like that. Completely ripped it down. Like someone had started to hang on it or something like that, and the tracks were on the ground and it was all bent and the tiles were all broken and there's just stuff everywhere and the couch is turned over and I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? So my friend Justice and I went to Menards and bought all new ceiling. And we had to put up all new ceiling in the basement, right? Had to flip the couch back over, and there's like stains on everything. And had to go to Hy-Vee and rent one of those rug doctors.
Heavy?
Huh? Yeah, Hy-Vee. Had to go to the Hy-Vee and rent a friggin' rug doctor and stuff like that. And cleaned all the cigarette butts out back. Nobody parked out front. Had all that stuff taken care of. And so I had made money at the door, like charging like $5 to get in. No, all gone. Plus I had to spend my own money to fix the friggin' ceiling. So I put it up, got everything together. Went to school on Monday. Come back on Monday night. Nobody says anything. Sweet. I totally got away with it, right? So Tuesday goes by, Wednesday goes by, Thursday goes by. My dad pulls me aside. Right? And he said, "So, how was the party this weekend?" Like, I thought for sure he was going to be like, the ceiling's different, all this other stuff, this stuff. And I'm like, "Party? What party?" and he pulls me over and sits me down on the couch and says, "Look down." And I look down and there's a friggin' beer cap in one of the plants. Right? And I'm like, how did that get there? I don't even know what brand of pop that is. So he never told my mom and stuff like that. They never noticed that I had replaced the whole ceiling. Never ever noticed that I'd replaced the whole ceiling, and I've still never told them about it since.
Awesome.
So we're gonna put this on YouTube.
Yeah,
so
I know.
that your
Yeah, oh yeah, and my
parents can
mom.
find out
Yeah,
from you.
exactly. So, but yeah, so that was the. Yeah, I know.
Completely.
Mm-hmm.